No, don't worry about it.
Right?
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. We're live, man. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it, bro. There's
Uh,
no one in yet, but just go keep talking.
Hello there, Delroy the Spark here, from Eastway Electrical. Um, just doing this live event. Going to show you some of my oldest tools. Um, this here, this mold grip, that's definitely one of my oldest tools. That's from about 73 or 74. Also, this stripper, we adjust it to suit the size of the. I think this goes up to about 6 mil. I think, yeah. I haven't used it for ages, but I still got it in my toolbox. This one here. Yeah, this is a crimp tool from that time, early 70s. Yeah, crimping tool and the crimping tool and the stripping tools. Also, this
Where's it
pyro.
from?
Sorry, from the 70s,
Okay.
right? And this pyro. This is the pyro stripping tool. It's pyro stripping tool here, and this one is for when you
Speak up, Dad.
yeah, this one here is for when you're ringing it off or whatever at the end. Yeah, that's what it's for. But this here can do the stripping and the ringing off. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. This, a lot of people, especially youngsters, ain't gonna know. This is a part of a raw plug tool. Because back in the day, in the early 70s, we didn't have battery drills, and you had 110 drills that you'd have on site. But if you didn't have one, sometimes you went to site, you have to use, you got a raw plug tool in here, that number 8, or I don't know if they went up to number 10, but yeah, number 8 raw plug tool. So what you do, you've got imagine the bits coming out of here, you bang it in the wall, turn it, bang it in the wall, turn it. Believe it or not, you bang it in the wall, turn it until you got the hole deep enough, then you put your raw plug tool in, your raw plug in, and in those days they weren't plastic, they were made of this sort of fibery, woody type of thing, right? Only old geezers like me, I think, will remember this, right? So you turn, bang, turn, bang, turn until you got to the depth you want, then put your raw plug in. Okay, now coming to the 80s. This is from the 80s, because in those days you didn't have insulated tools. Not only, like I think I said previously, the LEB, they had these sort of see-through near.
Marlon's watching.
Yeah, this see-through thing over it. You know, they had those the only ones that had insulated tools. So that screwdriver there is from the 80s.
You asked them to hit the like button.
Yeah, could you hit the like button first, please? Help us get more people in or whatever. This here, that's from the 80s as well, also or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is from the 70s. This here. This it's a pipe wrench, isn't it? Yeah, that's from the 70s. Definitely from the 70s. What else have I got? Oh yeah, yeah. This is from the 80s. When I was on the council, we used to do a lot of trunking, and you can imagine drilling, then using your screwdriver, and you want to get the trunking done quick. Then these came in, and we bought the. I mean, not they came in. They used to call them. This is a ratchet screwdriver, but we used to call it Yankee screwdriver. I don't know why it's called Yankee, but this was before people were using battery drills and battery drills to screw things in. So yeah, and you'll be surprised when I first started using this. Yeah, it was like brilliant, man. You can get the trunk in it, and we used to use black Japans. That's what the screws were got. They weren't posi drivers as you got now, but there was a posi drive bit. You took that out and put it in. But I remember using this, and it was helping to do the trunking faster. And we were, yeah, wicked, man. Could get trunking done quicker. I don't know when battery drills came in, but I know I weren't using them at that time. That's why we got these. Yeah. Anything else? No, I think that's about it
So going to the the point of the video.
Yeah, the point of this video, we're announcing a live event that we're having. It's about this job that I done in East London. It was a 7-bedroom place. I didn't wire all the complete articles in the loft area. That was quite new, but below that, the rest of the house, the wiring. I went there first of all because they had a problem with a light in their front room, and the electrician had come in and fit this Wi-Fi thing, and I think it may have worked for a while, but then it conked out again, and then they contacted me, went round there, sorted that out after a bit of doing and throwing, lifting up floorboards and stuff, and then they asked me to do a EICR, which I started doing, which I did. I did an EICR. Obviously, it was unsatisfactory, and they got me back now to fix the things that were wrong. In doing so, I kept coming across, terrible workmanship, joints everywhere, and there was a part where I took up the floorboard, touched it, and everything started sparking. So it got to such a state. I said, I'd done quite a bit of remedial work, but I said, mate, I'm telling you this, it's no point doing remedial work to this. You need to pull it all out and pull new in, rewire it. So I ended up having to do a rewire, which working in an occupied premises, I don't like doing. I remember I said to my mate, that I said, last time I done one, it wasn't, it was, I said, that's the last rewire I'm doing, especially occupied. But this was a special circumstance. I was there already, so I took it on, and this film is about that job.
So how long is it? The video?
So the video is over an hour long.
And where are you going to screen it?
Yeah, it's going to be in a cinema in Canary Wharf, and I think tickets are going to be on.
So next Sunday.
Going to be on sale next Sunday. It's just about that job, and the process I went through of rewiring it. The job isn't complete actually, because something was happening in the house. I don't know if it was a wedding or something. So I had to get everything done, and so I got all the installation done, all the cables down to the base, to the cellar, and so I need to dress those cables in and fit a new fuse board. But they were supposed to come back to me sometime in July to do that, but they haven't come back to me yet. So, but the job, apart from dressing the cables in and the fuse board, is all complete.
So just explain that the tickets will be on sale next Sunday, and they'll be in the bio of the video that we release next Sunday.
Yeah, the tickets will be on sale next Sunday.
In the description box.
And the
tickets will be in the description.
Oh yeah, tickets will be in the description box for you. Hope you can come along and see it. Hope you enjoy it. It's a shock to me. Hope you can come along, see it and enjoy it or whatever. I've never done any. I never in my wildest dream think anything like this was going to happen. But it's all down to old Martin Scorsese there. He's come up with the idea, and
the date is the 14th of November.
14th of November from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Yes, 14. So it's going to be that film plus other stuff, concerning to do with Delroy the Spark and Eastway Electrical. So I hope there's a good turnout, and I hope the people that come enjoy it or something, So thanks for watching.
Any questions?
Yeah. Everybody out there got any questions? How many people?
47.
Oh, really? That's shocking.
Any special guests in the film? No, there's no special guest.
No, only Marlon the Spark. Marlon the Sparky.
There is special.
Yeah, there is special guest. Marley is special. Yeah, he's a special guest, man. Sorry, Marley the Spark. Every time I think about Marley, I have to laugh.
How long did it take to do the rewire?
Oh my gosh! You know what? I was there for ages. I did time. I was there. Oh gosh! because I was by myself till I got really stressed and old special guest Marley come along to get me out of trouble. It was quite a few weeks actually, because I was by myself chasing, doing everything by myself. So it took a little while. You're upstairs, you need someone to pull downstairs and all that, up and down, So
what was your first voltage tester / multimeter?
Oh, it was them analog things. You know what? I never really had. The only time I started using testers properly is when I went on the council, and that was in '81. Before that, this what you know what? Before that, the only time I remember using a mega was like when you done pyro, and you had to measure it out to make sure it's all clear, so nothing's touching and there's no dampness issues. That's the only time I used a mega, we'd call it, and it was an analog thing. And it was the wind up one. I wish I had one of them to show you. You'll probably find it on the internet. It's the wind up mega. And I may have told you the story before where I was working with the official tester for this company I used to work for, Higgins and Cattle, and he was trying to teach me testing. Right, it was on this site, and it was me and him, not many people, just me, and it was a site wasn't many people on the site. It was up Highbury, a new housing estate, Highbury Islington, and he was trying to show me testing. And I tell you, that geezer, he was brilliant. He was an old guy. He was dressed in a suit, and the suit must have been from 1930. All the collars of his shirt, white shirt, some of it was frayed, and he had a tie. Brilliant guy though, and he was trying, and that's why when I have a youngster and I'm teaching them testing and they don't fully understand it, I would never lose my rag. I'd never show him patience, because this guy tried his best to show me, this is your R1, and then you got your R2, Del, and you got your this and that. And you know what? It went through here and come through here.
Everyone's got another question. The video we did the other day with the light switches wired wrong, how long did that take you to sort out?
I think I was there for about hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Because I tell you what, it was a mixture of that guy using the wrong switches and the wired, because he took them off and tried to wire it himself, connect it himself. So when I got there now, nothing wasn't working, and I was up and down trying to because there's a lot of wires at each switch, and some of it wasn't connected right, so I had to sort that out. If you look, what I done was sort out the fact that I done the two intermediates. I just connected them in connectors and make sure I had a two-way here and a two-way upstairs. And when I figured out that when I know that was working, then I know that the system is right. It's just a matter of the intermediates in the middle. And it's a little time that I look at the switch properly, I go, this is not an intermediate switch, this is a double pole switch. That won't work. But I think I've come across two-way double pole switches working in a situation where they're not supposed to work. So I never poo-poo work something, say, oh no, that can't work, because I've come across things that's wired, connected, and I think, how's that working? That's not supposed to work. That's not how you would do it. Anyway, so what I done, I put my tester across each end of the double pole switch. It switched, put it down the bottom, it switched. So I thought, then if it's switching, making a break, it should work. But then obviously it's not going to work. Double pole switch ain't going to work, because from what I remember, when you look at the diagram of an intermediate switch, it's sort of, there's a,
Ask people to like the video.
yeah, put a thumbs up for us. Like the video for us if you can. Yeah, when you look at it's just something in the back of my mind when I've seen the drawing in a book of an intermediate switch. It's like that. It's like a cross, but with a double pole switch, it's just like that, two lines up. I'm sure of it. I think so. Obviously, it's a different construction, so it wouldn't work. So what I said to him, have you got the old intermediate switches, the old switches that you took out? And he said, yeah. So once I put those two intermediates in place, everything worked properly.
Any advice for a level 3 student?
Yeah, keep going, mate. Don't what I said to a lot of people is, if you can get on a local authority, that's a good place. You can learn a lot on a local authority, because they rewire flats, they do street lighting, they do intercoms, they do. So if you can get on a local authority, and when you get there, don't be a lazy body person. Ask to, can I go over there and learn that? Can I go over there and learn that? Put yourself out and you'll be fine.
Someone said Stephen our Nick says he watches all your videos.
Oh, thanks, Stephen. Thank you very much. I hope you get something from them. I hope you enjoy them. I try my best. Sometimes they aren't as good as they should be, because it's hard. Like the other day, there's a video that Mario put up soon. I was doing an RCD, and what he keeps saying to me to make the video goes, look through the camera, Dad. When you do it, look through the camera. So this time, I got my test around my neck, and I got the cam on my body. So I angled it down on the tester, and I'm looking through looking through the camera to make sure you can see the readings. And I got it all done, my test, done everything, but I didn't switch record. I was looking through the camera but didn't push record. The only way, when I got home now to get the results to put on my test form, they weren't there. They weren't recorded. Good thing I remembered what they were,
Tony Maguire said, I would say it would have been a Avo 8. I got one from a good friend.
Yeah, Avo, yeah, that's
Avo.
it. Yeah. But like people say, can you get the Hoover, meaning a vacuum cleaner, right? Everybody used to say Mega because that was their name at the time. But it's Avo is another. But I think Avo is Mega now, isn't it? They joined up together. Yeah.
Now Purdy asks, have you had an electric shock?
Oh yeah, I've had lots of electric shock. I think the other time when old Marley had one, we was working down the East End, and I can't remember it must have been my fault. Didn't switch off somewhere. I told Marley he got a shock and it messed him. He wasn't hurt badly, but it sort of messed him up for the whole day, because I think electric shocks affect people differently. But always switch off. That's the main thing. Always switch off.
Someone said, don't forget to like the video. Someone said that.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully you like. Yeah. Oh, Marley got shot.
Someone said Simpson 260 for myself. Now I collect multimeters. I think he's talking about a brand.
Okay, right. Simpson. You know more about them, because what I used to say, in the 70s, you know what was a tester? Them neon screwdriver. That was your tester, mate. Because you used to wire house. You never used to all this insulation resistance, whatever. None of that was done. You just rewired the house, connected it, and that was it.
Hi Delroy, I'm not a spark, but I'm a fire alarm engineer, so do all the low voltage stuff. Your videos really help me in my job when it comes to breaking a loop down and fault finding. Really informative.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for that. You're better than me, because I don't know much. I don't know much about fire alarm systems. I remember when I was a youth, we used to pull the wires in. Like you're in a block of flats or wherever, office or something. You got a line of conduit. You're doing the lighting. You pull the fire alarm lighting in as well. Like you pull a feed and a neutral to that point, and we used to pull the wiring in for fire alarms.
Hey Del, I love your videos. Keep up the great work and greetings from Scotland.
Thanks. Hey, thanks very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'll try my best.
Did the tester with the wind up handle come with a wooden box?
Yes. Now you're bringing back memory. Some of them did, but obviously some of them did, not all of them. Yeah, I remember stuff like that. Yeah. Oh my days. So I only learned to test properly in the late 90s, 2000s, and obviously I got better. I'm not the best tester in the world or anything like that, but I got better and better, because I only started doing testing on the council. I don't even remember, but Yeah, on the council. Before that, I never used to do never. And I'll tell you something. Someone says, I think it may have been my mate Den. He said to me that Sparkies of my age, when this new testing business come in and you have to certificate everything, he said to me a lot of Sparkies my age retired because they couldn't cope with it. I don't know if that's, I've had, he said it, so he wouldn't tell me no cock and bull story. He knows what he's talking about. But apparently a lot of older Sparkies gave it up. Because I remember one guy that I used to work with on the council, I met him, he'd done a job for me after when I was working for myself. I was working for Southwark Council. And he said, yeah, Del, yeah, you have to teach me that testing thing. It was, because a lot of older Sparkies my age, I don't think they know about testing. Obviously, they probably do now if they've gone on courses. But back in the day, you didn't used to do all this testing, which must have been a bad thing. I suppose some people must have done it.
As a dry liner, you're one of the few sparks I like. 35 years. John Spallon said, 35 years as a spark, never seen more than one intermediate switch in one circuit.
Yeah, true. Same here. I've never come across it, but
great videos.
Yeah, that was like I was saying. It's not. It's just a. But you know something? Two-way is one of the things that a lot of Sparkies get wrong. When I started on the council, you'd go to council flats, and that was always something that was wrong. The two-way lighting. A lot of Sparkies at the time, didn't know how to do it, because back in the day, you used to do a connection in the back of the box. You don't do that anymore. You do everything to the switch. But I mean, also back in the day, I didn't know you could have a neutral at a switch. I was always told you don't have a neutral at the switch. And the amount of times I've run cables this way to avoid having a neutral at a switch when it would have been easier. But you can have a neutral at a switch. And it was one of my inspectors told me that in the 2000s. I was telling him about a job where I went and it was neutral at the switches. I thought, you're not supposed to have a neutral at the switch. And he said, no, you can have a neutral at the switch. So, back in the days, there's a lot of things we didn't know.
365 Aqua Life said hi from Malta.
Hello there, mate. Hope you're having a good day in Malta.
Spirituous Rock, is it more of a problem to work in central London than any area in England?
Well, it's the parking. That's the trouble. And now, because the way what they've done the roads, they've locked, like, to come down to Islington from where I am in Leighton, I used to run the back roads and down there. Now, everything's on the main road. It's just pure, even on a Sunday. It's aggravation, mate. Working in London is aggravation. First it was the parking, but now it's the traffic because of what they've done to the roads.
Do you wear protective clothing that can protect you from a shock?
No. You know what? Hold up. Oh, gosh. I wonder if I've got these gloves. These gloves. I think they're on the van, but to find them would be a bit... I wish I'd have took them out to show you. It's these rubber gloves that you put on when you're supposed to be working on something live. It's hilarious. I've got them. I was working on something live, but I wasn't going to hold no live parts. I was just holding this armor. And so I got these gloves. Oh, gosh, if I can find them, I'll show you in another video. No, you don't have... I don't wear stuff that will prevent me from getting a shock. Listen, what you have to be vigilant and know what you're doing. You're working on something, switch it off, right? You don't need to take chances, okay? You're in a live switch room, they usually have a rubber mat and all that. Just be careful. I think most people get shocks when they're rushing or they think, I've heard it all the time, you don't need to do that, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to people, mate. You're your own safety officer. Just be careful what you're doing. Electric stuff is not something you mess about with. Because that guy with the two-way switching, I was saying, yeah, mate, you take a picture of it. But you know what? You shouldn't. That's wrong. You shouldn't encourage these people, because what it does, it costs them more money. If they get a proper electrician to put the thing in properly, that's it for years. It will work forever until the switch conk out. They do it themselves or get some mate of mine, them who knows about electric, and it goes wrong and they pay more money getting it fixed, because one of the things that causes problems It's proper connection, loose connections. They don't know about stripping cable properly. Make sure it's all in the connector right, and in the terminal right, and tighten it. They don't know what they're doing, right? I don't think you should mess about with electrics. If you're not an electrician, leave it alone, mate. Get someone to do it. You're better off.
Marlon said, where is the super chat option? I would like to send a super chat.
Yes, Marley boy, you're there.
Oliver Overson says, I enjoy your videos, Delroy. I'm a smart meter fitter and learn a lot from your side of business.
Oh, nice one. Thanks, mate. I'm glad you're learning something from it. Thanks a lot.
Wasn't the Wii Mega the wind-up one from memory?
To be honest, mate, I don't know the name of them. All I know, it was a wind-up one. And then the new ones came in, press button ones. Yeah, I remember when they came in. But like I said, I didn't know how to use a tester properly, a Mega or whatever, until the late 90s. Honestly, I didn't know how to do it.
Ask people to like the video.
Yeah, if you can like the video for us, thanks. That'd be good, helpful. Yeah, so, I'll be honest, I'll be completely honest with you.
Jeff M says, I also enjoy watching John Ward. John Ward, you know the guy.
Oh yeah, that guy's he's very technical, really knows his stuff. You know what I was watching on him was like, I had to go and do a job and it was a boiler control. That guy knows his stuff, man. He's really good. He's really technical. Is he some sort of professor or something? I don't know, but...
no, I already read that. Wait, hold on. Imhemaster says, hi Del, I'm a fire and security engineer. Always enjoy watching your videos, though it's great to see the similarities in our industry.
Okay, nice one, mate. Thanks. Keep watching.
Dale Potter says, you're great on film, Delroy. Love the videos and you always explain things well.
Okay, thanks. Good. I'm glad.
John Dufton says, hello, Delroy. Dale, no, I read that one. Paul Tipton, I missed the start of the video. Was that a raw plug tool you were showing?
Yeah. Hold up. Where's that gone? Oh yeah. Raw plug tool. Yeah. You have the bit. Oh, sorry. The bit would go in here, and then you bang. Yeah, to turn it yourself. Youth man wouldn't. They think that's ridiculous. That's a joke. But that is it. That's the raw plug tool. I wish I had the bit that went in there. You probably can still get them.
Del on YouTube, Del on Martelli Kushti. Someone said that.
All right, nice one. Thanks, man.
John Dufton, marigolds. So I must be referring to something.
The gloves. But
Okay.
no, these gloves, mate. I'm gonna look for them. I'm gonna show you on one of my videos. Because I had them out. I was looking at them the other day. I was they're heavy. They're quite heavy gloves, you know.
The expert mask maker of Watford says, if you weren't a Sparky, what other job would you want to have? What would you be, basically?
Well, listen, like I always tell when I was going to leave school, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. A mate of mine said he was going to be a photographer. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll be a photographer. Then I heard these people talking about electrical, and I didn't even know. All I know is I wanted to have a trade. I didn't want to be stuck in an office or a factory. I wanted something that got me around and out in the fresh air and all that. So I didn't want to. I mean, I can't think of anything else. Rather than I was big into music. I wanted to be a musician, but you need talent for that, or you need to be dedicated and do hard work. And I wasn't really dedicated. That's the only thing. So I just fell into electrical and kept doing it. I've known people that started off with me and they're not in the trade anymore, or people I've met on the way and they're not in the trade anymore. But I'm that type of person. Once I start something, I wanted a trade, I got a trade. My dad said to me to be a welder. Because I think in his day in Jamaica, being a welder was like a big job.
Jeff M says, I've been hit by 450 volts pulse DC, left arm hurts for week, don't ask. AC hurts, DC just sucks.
Yeah, DC holds you, didn't it? Well, it all holds you, but mate, Oh, I've never had anything like that. I don't. Whenever I'm working anywhere live, I am extra cable. I don't take no chance. Don't take no chances, mate. No chances.
John Dufton, Delroy, you have a really good way of talking with customers. Paul, PZUL. I personally find that electrical trade is undervalued and have a go heroes think it's a piece of cake until it all goes wrong.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think people, you don't know about electrics, leave it alone, get a professional to do it. It's going to cost you money, but it's better because you just cost yourself more money in the long run. When you get it wrong, call out an emergency electrician and it costs you. Because I think that's what happened with that geezer with the dimmers. He was worried about the time it was taking. But you can't say, oh, you can't, I personally don't say, right, I'm going to charge you £100 for it, because I don't know what's going to be involved, how long it's going to take me. So when I go to fault finding, that's got to be on the hourly rate or half hourly rate, and it's going to cost them. If they'd have called someone in and done it properly in the first place, then they'd have been better off.
Will you retire and let your son take over, or work until your health lets you?
Well, the thing is, I was thinking about this same thing, and people keep asking me about all this. And I said, well, I feel good. I feel great. So I'll continue until... The only thing is, I don't like doing all this rewiring and stuff. And I've had enough of that, to be honest with you. Going around fixing people's things or putting a socket in there, a few things there, that's fine. I need... Marley does his own thing, so I don't know. Father and son working together can be a nightmare.
Have you ever installed AU PowerPoint?
AU?
Must be Australian.
What's the AU? What's the AU?
Don't know.
Oh.
And thoughts on them as a standard? I
AU?
don't know.
What is AU?
I think AU. I don't know if that's Australian. I don't know.
AU? What's the AU? I know I've seen the abbreviation before, but people out there probably know what it is. But I can't think of it straight away. AU. Automatic something? I don't know. Say what it does and maybe I might know.
Just go over the event again. The announcement.
Yeah, it's an event of a job that I done in East London with this. Started off as a fault finding, then a EICR, then remedial work that turned into a complete rewire. And
talk about the event.
Event is on the 14th of November from 6 till 9. It's at a cinema in Canary Wharf, all down to Omari's, the man. And tickets are going to be on sale
next Sunday. We'll release the trailer for the video that we're going to show.
We're going to release the trailer for the video. It's all that. Omari, he's the man.
Hi Delroy, I love watching your videos. I'm wondering if the UK use those horizontal fuse boards everywhere in residential, or are there panel boxes like North America use in
they've got, they do, companies do this piggyback thing where you got socket, you got fuse at the top, fuse at the bottom, it's not all like that. Some of them are like this, but most what you see are them ones, horizontal ones.
Okay. Yeah, that's about it really.
Yeah, cool. Well, I hope all you guys, I hope you can come along to the event, and I hope you enjoy it if you do come. Keep watching the videos. I try do as many videos as I can, hopefully for people to enjoy and maybe learn something from it.
You take questions for 2 more minutes, so if you want people to...
Yeah, go on then.
Love your vids. What's the average cost of a rewire of a 3-bedroom house?
Well, it depends. I've got figures, but I can't think of it in my head. Depends what they're having in there, how many points and stuff like that. I think 3-bedroom. Gosh.
Electrical based What's better, apprenticeship or college?
Apprenticeship, mate, on site. Listen, getting qualifications, go out to college getting qualifications, that's no good to you. You want on site, you need on site experience, right? That's what you need along with the college, yeah? My advice to someone, if you can get someone on site teaching you and you do a day release or whatever, that's fine. Just going to college, and because I've had it, people's been to college, got qualifications, they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. What they show you on a board in a lab or whatever is completely different on site. It's a different scenario, you know. So what you want to go to college, yes, by all means, go to college. You're trying to get a job, you can't get a job, keep going to your college, but you need that on-site experience.
Marlon says AU means Aarhus University. Aarhus.
What? No, that's an item he's talking about, fitting an electrical item. If you put AU electrical or something, they might tell you what it is.
How do you totally enjoyed your videos, love your channel. Cyberflow says, I love your channel, the way you do your jobs feels so professional to me, love the videos. Can you say hello to Ella the Spark?
Hello Ella the Spark. Hope you're doing good, keep going.
Didn't the old raw plug fiber inserts contain asbestos?
I don't know. Maybe in those days you didn't know about these things. You know something. Listen. Well, look at this, right? Back in the day, I remember seeing this in sites, professional sites. You got a hole in the wall or something, and what they do, stuff it with newspaper and plaster over it. That's what they used to do. You used to stuff holes with newspaper and plaster over it, and that was your filler. It's ridiculous, but you know, you didn't know about certain things.
There's 87 people watching. So.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen professional plasterers do that, making good.
Would you recommend someone starting in their 30s?
Yeah, why not? If it's something you want, look, I think you can do anything. Long as you're serious and you're dedicated. What I say to people, right? You're 30, right? You want to get into electrician job. You know what you do? Go to a tool shop or an electrical wholesaler, buy yourself, set a screwdriver, some pliers, a toolbox, some goggles, some gloves, get your boots, get your workwear, and if you are serious, I'm talking to someone who seriously wants to get into the trade. Get all that, get yourself, because you phone around, you keep phoning around, finally someone say, yeah, mate, you can, I've got a base, I want someone to train with me or something. You go down there, say he says that to 2 people. You turn up in your workwear, bag of tools, all prepared, ready. The other geezer turns up with his empty hands or whatever. Who do you think a proper spark is going to be more happy with? You, of course. So as I'm saying, if you're serious, you're really serious about getting into, no matter what age you are, you could be a 16-year-old school.
We're back. Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, so what I was just saying before we got cut off is you get yourself a good set of tools, starter tools, and you're all prepared. So when you get a chance, someone says, yes, we've got a space, you come down, you go there, that's impressive. That's impressive. You go there all ready, you're ready to work, you look like a professional, and people will be impressed with that. And you keep going like that. You get in there, start doing work, show interest, be keen, and ask questions of something. If someone does that you don't understand it, ask a question about it. A good spark will always answer you. You'll get some who'll say, can't be bothered or whatever.
What about some?
You'll get some who'll say, can't be bothered or whatever.
What about someone in their 50s?
Well, a friend of mine told me that on Southwark Council, they've got 50-year-old apprentices. I mean, look, mate, I wouldn't discourage anybody from starting, but electrical is a serious business, and it's took me years and years to get where I am. So, if you want to do it, do it.
Okay. Jeff Upton asks, are you expanding the company, Del, or are you staying as you are?
Well, if it does expand, it's going to be down to my son, Omari. But the thing about it is, me personally, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah? Okay, mate. All right. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for coming on. I'll see you next time, okay? Take care.